Today we're going to be making an origami star pendant. It looks like this when you're finished. It is made of two separate pieces of paper, which we're going to kind of partner up with somebody and switch paper. And so I'm going to do my original one in white, and then I'll switch to color in just a minute at the end. Okay, so you're going to start here, the directions. If you look at them, you'll see that right here is where we start with two pieces of paper. And I'm going to show you how to do this part here and cut your paper into two separate pieces. So you're going to start with just regular piece of 60-pound paper. Turn it into a square by turning it over like this to meet the edge. Use your bone folder to make a nice strong crease. Crease back this little extra bit, and I'm going to cut it with my book knife. Then you're going to take your square and you're going to fold this side edge over to this side edge. So you're folding it in half so that you'll have two rectangles. After you get that folded in half, you're going to open it, and if you see there's a line down the center, take your scissors and cut on that line. I'm going to use my book knife because I don't have a scissors right now with me. So use your scissors to cut that, and you have two separate pieces of paper. Okay, this is what you're going to do. You've got these two separate pieces of paper. You're going to trade one with a partner so that you have two separate colors. So now let's pretend that I started with green paper. I have an A piece, and I traded with a partner, and I have a B piece now. They're two separate pieces of paper. I'm using red and green, obviously. Okay, and we are now right here at direction number 4. We're going to take these rectangles and we're going to fold both of them in half lengthwise, or the hot dog way. Okay, there's my first one. Here's my second one. Now it's very important that you try to get these as accurate as possible. Okay. And notice that right here it has both these arrows pointing to the left. So we're going to have both of our folds pointing to the left. If you don't do this correctly, it won't work out later. Here it says take this top corner on your A piece and fold it down to make a triangle, just like that. And then fold the bottom part of that piece up so that it meets this edge, just like when you make a square with your origami paper at the beginning. Okay, and that for now is that we're going to set this one aside. Our A piece is completed. Now our B piece is just exactly opposite. You can see the arrows are pointing the opposite ways. So I'm going to take this corner and fold it down to meet this edge. And take this bottom corner here and fold it up to meet this edge. Okay. Now we're on step number 6. Right here. Step number 6. It says with your A piece, you're going to take this corner and fold it this direction so that it's nice and horizontal. And if you look at the back piece, you can see how this edge of the line lines right up with the edge of the paper. Okay, you got to make sure you line that right up, otherwise it won't fold properly on the next couple steps. This one is going to fold over this way to meet up with the bottom piece, and again, if I flip it over and show you the back, those pieces should line up right there, because we need to, what we're doing now is creating pockets to tuck the two pieces of paper together. Okay, so it should look something like this when you're done. And this one I should fold over just a little bit more. It wasn't perfectly folded the first time. Okay, so it looks something like that. Kind of two triangles, one on top and one on the bottom that's upside down. We're going to set our A piece aside for a second and do our B piece. Our B piece is exactly the same but opposite. So this bottom one is going to fold over to the right so that the edges line up in the back. And this top piece is going to fold over towards the left so the pieces join up in the back. And again, we have the two triangles, one on top and one on the bottom. You can see that these are exactly the same except they're opposite, right? The triangles are kind of going the opposite directions. Now we are on step number 7. This says flip it over like this, so it matches this number 8 picture. This one, it says turn it down, so it matches our number 8 picture like this. Then it says put B on top of A. This is our B piece. We're going to set it right on top of A, so that it's like coming at it, so the middle part is like a T. And just slide the directions like that, so you can still see them. Good. And it says now take this piece here, insert flap of A into B's pocket. So here's A, and we're going to insert it right into this slot right there. So we're going to fold it over, and what's going to happen is this edge here is going to meet up with this edge here. So I'm going to fold it over like that, and it's going to just stick right underneath that pocket. Okay? Now I'm going to take this one and do the same thing, and you're going to insert that little corner into that part of the pocket. And right here there actually is, like if you see I stick my finger in here, there's actually a pocket right there. Okay? So I'm going to take this corner and bend it over first just to get a nice crease. Okay? And then I'm going to stick it inside that pocket. So you can see if I tilt my example up, you can see it's going right inside that pocket there. Okay, so I'm going to stick that right inside. Now I've got my two pieces stuck in there. Now it says flip it over. So I'm going to take my whole model and flip it over. Okay, and now it says insert the flaps of B into A's pocket. So right here, A has pockets right here, underneath here, and on the other side underneath here. You can see how I'm sticking my bone folder right through there. So you're going to fold this one like that and stick it into the pocket. You have to pull that up with your fingernail and stick it into the pocket. And this one folds over. Okay, and you have to stick that one now underneath here. You might have to take your fingernail or bend your paper and kind of open it up and then stick it inside that pocket. Okay, so now you've got your star. It's a 2-colored star with 4 points. Then you're just going to take one of the hole punchers on the side of the room in the drawer that says paper punchers and simply take a hole in, you really could put the hole anywhere. I'm going to put it in the tip of my star. If you wanted to, you could put it kind of in the side and it would hang like that. Wherever you put your hole is obviously where your yarn is going to hang from. So here's my hole. You might have to squeeze kind of hard because it's, the paper is doubled over on itself a bunch of times. And then you're going to take a piece of string. Okay, simply stick the string through the hole and then tie yourself just a regular regular square knot, just like you would tie a double knot on your shoes. Right hand over the left and under. Okay, and then the left hand over the right hand, like that, and underneath, underneath and through that hole, and then pull on it, like that, and now you have the loop attached to the pendant. Okay, and that is how you make the 2-colored star pendant.